between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Stop your whining.
A first down throw for Cousins. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Leave it. Bring up 48. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
Throwing, Cousins. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
What's that? 44. I got it. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Joe Mixon. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. Son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine. You're all mine. Yellow.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Check. Hey, 382, lane 50.
They give to Nixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Get that ball.
Gun.
Here's Jackson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, watch your leg.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
57's the mic.
From the 16, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Cousins. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 27.
49, check 49, check 49. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Hurry, hurry. Real.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Touchdown, the best. Check three.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now Mayfield on the bootleg, rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Alert!
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The toss play to Mixon. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, Steamer.
SOS.
Gun.
SOS.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Go, Mike.
Ready?
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Hurry! Check.
They get it to him running left. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We taking wins home.
Black.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. First down, here's Cousins. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set, 180. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
Mayfield on first down. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's been a long day for you.
Hey, Charlie.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check 50, check 50. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
25, check 25, check 25.
We go, bring the energy.
Under crunch, under crunch.
Third and long for Cousins. He's got his man, Boyd. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run with Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 48.
No.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And an alley run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in that.
Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next one? And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Third down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. High throw, but he makes the catch. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
First down, Browns.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Reset. Hurry, hurry.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Recon, 152 fighter. King.
Play fake. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Listen to me.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Gun.
I'm coming after you.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run again with Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to like. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Mike's both. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 44 to Mike.
Cousins to throw. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Good route here.
It's our time. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
They'll look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them a couple. It's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And